Thanks for those calps. Sorry for I'm having copious technical problems. But we're here, and it's the second show of the guided tour. And the name of our venue is Pachyderm Dreams? Is that how you say it? Pachyderm Dreams? Welcome, everyone. I'm getting my bearings still from all this. Oh, and a huge donation from Coffee Man. Coffee Man says, "Hey kid, have some cheddar." I will. Thanks, Coffee Man. Thank you so much. Let me double you up. Thank you. Oh, and earlier today, Douglas Fillmore gifted 5 subs. Thanks, Douglas Fillmore. Thank you. Oh, it's the Wicked Future's birthday. So as far as Tubi is concerned, we don't have any subs. I was trying to fix it just now. I changed I was using a plugin to handle JSON on this one script that handles followers and subs, and I recently switched it to since it's now I can do it natively. I switched to natively, and apparently I broke something. So we have no subs today. I mean, we might get new subs, but you're not going to do any sub things with Tubi unless you're a new sub, I think. It's probably a quick fix, but we're already starting so late. So I'm not going to fix it. So no custom text drum loops today. Unfortunately. Gonna have to go old school. Some request slots haven't been filled. Yeah, they have. Oh, do we have a sound theme? Did I miss a sound theme? I did. Let's do our sound theme. Not even for mods? Mods might be able to. I don't know. Try. Is it working for some people? Are some people able to get them through? Today's the 6th, right? Loop remove. It worked for Doug? Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know why. I mean, it shouldn't work for you. I don't know why it is. But I'm glad it's working for some people. Apologies to those it doesn't work for. Evo's yours are rejected. Chat requests, web. Process requests. Hey, Stringsy, welcome. Okay, I'm just filling up the request for a Dom sound theme. Looks like we might be missing 2. Is that right? No. We missing 1? No, we got... Looks like we got everything. Your commish, let me see. Yep, I see it. So we'll do it second. We'll do this sound theme now, and then we'll do your commission second. Yeah. Yeah, I always, whenever I add new features or upgrade, I always break something. I still haven't fixed the lower third, whatever that message is called. Okay, let's see. It's gonna be Walleye K's first BPM, and Ogro Chan's 5th song, and Duel's 400th. 400th. Let me make a note so I don't forget. I broke subs. Wait, how is Doug's working? That doesn't make any sense. Oops. Oh no, maybe I fixed it. Yeah, I think I fixed it. Eveolo, can you try again? Oh no. Why are you're still not... Wait. Yeah, it should work for you. Did I fix it? It's fixed? Awesome. Sorry about that confusion. Okay. Let's zero out. Where's my... Has anyone in chat had sopapillas before? So good. Sopapillas. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure if it's a Mexico thing or a New Mexico thing. I imagine it's a Mexican, but I'd never had it until I was in New Mexico. But it's basically fried dough. And I love fried dough. Oh, 12-8 for Dom? Sure. Oh, did I not? Ooh. So I haven't quite finished the coding I've been doing to make Tubi more resilient. So yeah, I might not finish until next week. So during radio and during shows, Tubi might disappear sometimes. But I think what I'm doing will, I mean, it's not going to be foolproof, but it should be a lot better. Remote scripts, that's where I want to go. Tubi remote scripts. But Tubi will relentlessly text me now when certain things go wrong. Relentless. Problem is I don't look at my phone very much. So I'll go on and I'll have like 45 text messages from Tubi. I mean, I wrote some code so that Tubi doesn't keep sending the same message. Oh, I changed it so, because Tubi has a limit of, I think, for certain very critical things, Tubi can text me once every 30 minutes. And on less critical stuff, it's 2 hours, I think. I probably should set it up to not text at night because I turn my phone off at night. I don't have it on at all. Well, I don't have it. It won't ring or alert me. Yeah, I apologize, but I will not be, I will not, if radio goes down in the middle of the night, I will not be getting up. Oh, I don't want to do that. That's not good. Remote. That was the wrong computer. Oh, that could have been disastrous. Is added Mac Mini Loop Remote Scripts? Oh, it's so small. Mac Mini Loop Remote Scripts. I think that's what I want to run, right? And then I want to go to Tubi, start Tubi Remote Scripts. Okay, there we go. We're gonna, I know it doesn't look like it, but we're gonna beat the hour. We're gonna beat the hour. Okay, our drum kit is the... That's not our drum kit. Okay, just waiting for the sounds load. Hey, Sam. 15 months. Strings, you don't know anything about code? See, the problem, Stringsy, is this show is way too complicated, and so things break all the time. So I don't want to talk about code, but it's sort of inevitable. But we're going to get to the music in just a moment. There it is. We got our kit. Let's see. First beat. The first beat is for Eveolo. Or no, Don Blues. No. Wait. Hold on. Wait, can't I do that again? Oh, it's going to do them all again, isn't it? Okay, there we go. Okay, first up we got a beat for Eveolo. Here is Eveolo. Raw from the drum generator. Try to kick on one, just so that we really feel this. Okay. There's our first beat, Eveolo. And then we got a beat for Test, Test, Test from Don Blues. There's, we got our beats. Stringsy, we use a combination of Ableton and Logic. I do all the looping inside of Ableton, but all the sounds live in Logic. And so they sort of work. Well, I don't use, they're on different computers, so I'm not using, I'm forgetting what it's called. Rewire? What's it called? So I'm sending audio and MIDI back and forth between computers. Okay, let's see. First up, we got a sound for Marco Blue. It's picked electric bass. And then eveolo with Celesta. Yeah, Ableton Live, you can't really loop in Logic. But what I like about Logic is Logic has built-in scores. You can do score. And piano roll is great for rhythm. It is horrible for notes. If you have a background reading music. If you don't have a background reading music, then you can do amazing stuff with piano roll. But from someone who reads music, piano roll is very inefficient. And that's my biggest quibble with Ableton Live, is that I can't see stuff. There are some plugins, but natively you can't see a score view of anything you do in Ableton Live. Maybe in Ableton, the new Ableton do. I'm still on 9. Does the new Ableton have scores? Douglas Fillmore gave his new friends hype. Ogro Chan, the Flying Dutchman. Pierre got Indomitable Chords. And Neighborhood Watch, Metal Drum Slap. Strings uses Bitwig. Oh, you want to do Tubi Sing? Sure. On your commission? Okay. Oh, and a donation from Megs. Megs says, Happy Friday. Thank you, Megs. Happy Friday to you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Megs passes on the usually passes on the double, so we still have 2 doubles left. Okay, y'all pick which sound starts the improv. Look at this. See, we're making good time now. Making good time. Man, I really got to get myself some more water. I think I'm going to do that in just a moment. And we got some follows from P808Q, SWR391, Modular 15, Furious Haru, Big Papa Plump, Al Cool 94, DD Slider, and Dark Gen 2. I think this was all from radio, probably, right? Yep. Is that in this poll? And it's pictoelectric bass. Awesome. Okay, let's do it. Time. Have I do my stretches? No, I should. Okay, let's do it. Time to iterate. So I'm down in my basement, and believe it or not, I was originally planning on doing the show down here until I realized that my roommates wouldn't have been super happy with that. But it does serve as an interesting backdrop while I welcome any new folks who just came in. What you're about to hear is a live musical improvisation, meaning I'm going to make up some music from scratch on the spot. But I'll be getting a ton of help from chat. Chat will give me the sounds to use, the speed of the music. I'll be turning people's names into drum beats and drum fills. So if you want to get involved, the easiest way to do that right away is type !drums in chat for a chance to be a drum rhythm on one of the upcoming songs we do. But as soon as this song starts, if you have a creative title idea, you can suggest it with !title and the name. But that's on the beginning. There are many different ways you can participate here and share your creativity. We do fun community projects on our Discord. So I know it might seem a little overwhelming at first, but I hope you'll stick around, take a leap of faith, and you'll have everything figured out super fast. So welcome, and I look forward to meeting you.
Hi, if this is your first time watching and you came in during the music, welcome. I'm the Etc. Kid. What you were listening to was a live musical improvisation, meaning I was making it up as I went along from scratch. But I got a ton of help from chat. Chat shows the sounds I was using, the speed of the music, I turn people's names into drum rhythms. So everything I do grows out of and is inspired by the contributions you guys make in chat. There are many ways to participate. The easiest way to get involved right away is type !drums for a chance to be a drum rhythm on one of the upcoming songs. But you can also help name the songs we create here. You can help write the script of our channel's bot. We do fun community projects on our Discord, so we got a lot going on. It might seem a little overwhelming at first, but I hope you'll stick around, take a leap of faith, and you'll have everything figured out super fast. So welcome, and I look forward to meeting you in chat.
So it took me a while, but I've finally jumped on the social media bandwagon. You'll find me on some new up-and-coming platforms like Friendster and MySpace. I just created a new Vine account. I post highlights from the show on there, old songs, poetry recitations, behind-the-scene photos, content like this. Hi, I'm the Etc. Kid with your creative moment. When I started getting into jazz as a teenager, I saw a photo of trumpet player Miles Davis wearing a Willie Nelson hat. It blew my mind. Why would Miles, the Prince of Darkness, even know about Willie, let alone wear his hat? But the truth is, if we could take a peek at our favorite musician's record collection or find out what our favorite novelist reads for fun, we'd often be surprised. Sure, it's natural for us to want to listen to and read similar things to what we want to create ourselves, but often it's the things we experience that, at least on the surface, are dissimilar, that will inspire us in new and unexpected ways. In the comments, I'd love for you to share 2 things you love that many people would be surprised seeing in the same sentence. For example, I love the post-hardcore band Fugazi, and I love the sweet disco funk of Earth, Wind & Fire. If you want to see more videos like this, please follow, like, and share. Thanks.
If I was a mole, I'd walk that mountain down. If I was a mole, nobody only slow mountain walking down here. You never down right down here. If you know it.
Thanks for those calps. There we go. Let's see. Titles: Coffee Man, Neon Lights in New York, Pierre, Bubbles in the Sky, Mighty Mechamole, The Fifth Elephant, Room 17, Remember, Neighborhood Watch, Wobble, Swooning, Dom Blues, According to Elephant. Has anyone gotten a ETC Kid t-shirt? Well, here's my question. Or bought a shirt from Society 6. Either way. You have, Blue? What is the t-shirt material like? So do you have a tank? Is it nice quality? I mean, I hope it is. I'm selling it, right? But I mean, I shouldn't say is it nice quality. I don't like stiff t-shirts. I like soft t-shirts. Is it a pretty soft t-shirt? Is it decent? It's good? So it says it's decent? I've had to watch more of myself than I've had to in 4 years of doing this, 3.5 years of doing this show because of radio, because I haven't even to debug stuff. So I keep having to look at the screen. And it's really I'm feeling awful about the lack of variety y'all have had to live with in my wardrobe. I mean, I'm wearing the same shirts I was wearing 3.5 years ago. Well, this is actually new. This I've only had for about a year. Moles, I don't think shipping's not bad in Europe, right? Because they have the supplier I use, they have outlets in Europe. I think they have outlets in Europe too. But it doesn't cost me anything to put things up in the store. Now I make about 10% off of the merch. It's not exactly a moneymaker, but I was thinking since I'm spending all this time doing public domain stuff, I gotta wear t-shirts. It's just too hot to wear anything but t-shirts. I'm not gonna wear t-shirts that are branded with stuff for legal reasons, even though the risk is basically zero. But I think maybe what I might do is I'm trying to think what I can afford. It's an extravagance. It's a serious extravagance to buy shirts. But I suppose it's a show expense to improve the quality of your lives. So maybe I don't know, once a month, that'd be 12 shirts a year. That'd cost me, that's a lot of money, $240. But anyway, at least a few maybe. I will do because I really like the design of the elephant for today's album. I think that might look cool as a shirt. So, and I'll get a 10% discount on it if I sell it and buy it through the ETC Kids store. And then if any of y'all like it, you could buy it too. That'd be a way to get some artwork so you don't have to look at plain tees for the rest of history. Okay, let's see. Anyway, oh, definitely. Yeah, thank you, Kobo. Thank you. Yeah, of course. Thank you. Thank you. Moses' elephant shirt would be cool, but I can live with you in plain shirts as long as music is cool. You like the oh yeah, the parrot. Fancy Kappa. Fancy Kappa, yeah. Let's see. I mean, what I'd really like to do is design from scratch my own stuff, but I don't have time for that right now. It's impossible to mix the trombone. It's either too loud or too quiet every time. This time it was too loud. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you know, even if you're not a musician, you might find it interesting sometimes to just, when you're listening to different kinds of music, to just notice how loud. This is the thing that is the most telling, I think, of anything. One of the most telling things is how loud are the vocals relative to everything else. So one of the defining features of pop music, pure pop, is the vocals are insanely loud. You like most indie rock most rock, you don't have vocals that are out in front so far. I'm not a fan of vocals that are twice as loud as everything else, you know. But that's the sound of pop music, modern pop music. And Blue says shoegaze. Yeah, and then shoegaze. Sometimes you can't hear. It's like, wait, is someone singing? I think someone's singing, but I'm not sure. All I can hear are the guitars. Let's see. Oh, welcome. We got Furious Haru here. Inkster, welcome. Amaz Nozomiko-san, welcome. Ninja Fleet is here. CalamityVayne. Who says that's the defining feature of shoegaze? Mo says one of the things that spoils many live gigs for me is that the vocals are so low in the mix I can't understand the lyrics. And yet you watch this show where I often don't sing lyrics at all. I don't really listen to lyrics. In my entire life, I never listened to lyrics. I just don't. But I love the human voice. I love voice. I love how the voice sounds singing words. I just don't really care about what the words mean when I'm listening to music. I just don't care. My brain is listening to the emotion of the singer, not the words they're saying. And yet I'm starting to sing lyrics on this show, despite that. And when I'm singing lyrics on the show, I do care about what I'm singing. I try to care, but most of my energy is just trying to think of something, anything to sing. Let's see. Cool reason to sing so low people can't hear me. I think why I was drawn to music is that I feel like music expresses something that the language can't. I'm sorry about that. I thought I turned that off. Whoop! Oh, sorry about that. I hit the mic. Sorry. Radio broke. Oh, did Restream? Oh, you're just saying Tubi's trying to reach me? Tubi's not allowed to message me during the show on the phone because I can't get to it. It's hooked up to camera 3. So Tubi knows we're in the middle of the show and only does alerts through the main interface. Let's see. Okay. But I will say, I've really been, doing more singing, improvising with lyrics. And I'm definitely in this awkward, teenage year kind of phase with it. Because my melodies are much weaker. Because I'm spending so much of my brain power on trying to think of, words and stuff. My melodies are weaker than when I don't. So hopefully someday I'll be comfortable enough with words that my melodies will be strong again. Mighty Michael said, I like music with lyrics. I like music with no lyrics. What I don't like is music with lyrics that I can't quite hear. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's like being in a bar, hanging out with your friends, and the music's just a little too loud, and you're not there for the music. You're there to hang out with your friends, or maybe it's just playing a song you're not really into or whatever, and you're trying to hear what your friends are saying. You can't really hear it. Although I feel sometimes people go to bars where it's loud so they can have conversations without actually having conversations. Let's see. Meg said, I personally love having to shout over a crackling premix every 10 seconds to hear my friends. I have no idea what you're talking about. The sound quality at the live music sound quality is usually awful. And the bigger the venue, the worse it is. I think, like you go see a stadium show, and I've never in my life been to a big concert where the audio was good. If you want good audio, you go to a small club, and sometimes the audio is not great at a small club, but the audio at big theaters and at big and stadiums is so, it's I think it's unlistenable. And I'm not an audiophile, as I've said many times, but it's just horrendous. I don't know how people, and I feel so sorry for the bands that have to play in it. It's horrible. Okay, let's see. Cooper says, I hate bars, so I'd rather watch music here on Twitch. Yeah, this is so much more comfortable. This is so much better for all of us, right? I mean, the audio quality, this is an improv show, right? This is not a production show. So it's very rough around the edges, what I'm doing in terms of the mix and stuff. But you compare it to almost any live venue and the production quality. And they'll have amazing gear at the venue. They'll have a sound mixer who's amazing. And it's just that sound doesn't work when it's that loud. It just starts, especially bass. Bass starts to just mess everything up. And I love bass. I love it. But it's the main issue with live music. Has anyone ever seen a sound check? There's a ritual to sound checks. Now, if you go to a sound check and you watch the sound check and you've never heard any other kinds of music before, all you see is a sound check, you would think the only instrument that matters is the kick drum. That's it. They will spend so much time, and the drums in general, they will spend so much time on the drums. Let's say you've got an hour sound check. Well, you're never going to have an hour. Let's say you've got 15 minutes to do a sound check. They're going to spend 13 minutes on the drums, 1 minute on the bass, and then 1 minute on everything else. And then you're done. Okay, let's see. Let's end this poll. Blue says you got to go stand right in front of the sound guy. You're right. That is usually where it sounds best. Yeah. The Fifth Elephant. MolesRevenge has named it The Fifth Elephant. Thanks everyone for your titles. That was The Fifth Elephant. Okay, this next track, I can see it's a different sort of track from the requests. Coffee Man, this is Coffee Man's commission. It's also going to feature Coffee Man's fifth mode. Coffee Man, I had a question. Did you mean to have two trumpets? Just the only instrument be trumpet? Or was that did Tubi screw up? Or, because I only see, I see choir sounds and I see two trumpets. Is that correct? Yeah, you requested the same code for both instruments. Oh, it's supposed to be voice, not trumpet, voice? I wonder, okay. Are the other sounds correct? Did Tubi take, does everything else look okay? Everything else looks okay? Okay, so let me, What was it? JLI? There's a few sound codes I know for instruments, and voice is one of them. LCE is voice, right? Or did I miss it, or is it not? Yeah, it is. LCE. LCE. The only reason I know that is because adding Tubi Sings gets a vocal credit. Oh, I recently, when I was fixing chat credits for the polls, for instrument polls, at the same time I added so Tubi gets its own credit. It used to be just mixed in as a sound, Tubi voice, I think. Or it was a sound that Tubi requested. Now Tubi actually gets a line that says, to be or not to bot, voice. Tubi was very happy about that. Oh, Compi is here. Mr. Robert is here. Cal says. Kobo says, if you can't tell, this is a bit of a meme commish. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We've never done Kobo. This is the first. Coffee Man. This is the first. We've never done a all voice sounds. Did you want there to be drums? Do you want no drums on this track? We can have no drums if you want. Although I see you did drum fills and drum. Let's see. Okay. Okay, 0 out. We are zeroed out. Good. Oh, I don't have any opinion, Kobo. I don't have any opinion. I mean, I can, since you put time into making drum fills and drum loops, we'll do it. We'll do the drums. Unless you don't want the drums. If you don't want them, if you don't, yeah, but I personally don't have an opinion. Let's see. Okay. Authentication failed. Now that's a problem. It should not give me an error message if authentication fails. Because that interrupts everything. That doesn't work. We can't have that happen. We can't have authentication. I might have to run that script on the server. Because we just can't. No, do you want no drums? Okay. BPM. Hey, YDPR. Okay, we're going no drums. You can change your mind if you can change your mind in the next minute or two if you want, but otherwise we're gonna go no drums. Okay, let's make our melody. And Tubi stole my piano. Well, let's do it with one of our choir sounds. Oh, there's no choir sound either. Oh, you stole my whole... Tubi stole my Logic. Oh, you quit Logic? Okay. Tubi, I just told everyone how I was giving you a credit on the albums and you're stealing my Logic? Okay. There we go. Okay, sounds. We do have piano. Okay, we do have piano. Voices. Okay, we're gonna use those notes at some point in the next improv. Our sounds. Show sound stats for current song. Whoops. Okay, here we go. Boy chamber swells. Oh, to be sing, yeah. And then we got church choir. And we got classical female swells. We got ghostly voices. We got mixed choir. We got siren song. One of the benefits of not really listening to lyrics when I listen to music is that I can appreciate a lot of music that would be intolerable if I actually listened to the lyrics. Oh man. Yeah, I'm fortunate in that way. 'Cause there's some really amazing music where amazing vocalists, and I don't get. Yeah, it seems. I don't want to be too judgmental. I'm not going to name any names, but especially modern lyric writing is just. I mean, there are a lot of bands that are doing amazing stuff with lyrics now. I should say that. Wow. Okay, let's see. Okay, since this is a commission, if Kobo votes, only Kobo's vote counts. Otherwise, it's a normal poll. Now, the drum loops are going to show up because I forgot to take them out, but do not vote for them because I'm going to remove them momentarily. So yeah, if Kobo votes, only Kobo's vote counts. Yeah, it should be on all. I should just run it on the server. That way, the access token, I only have one access token, not three. Who says pick 7 a tie? Yeah, what happens if it says start on the drums but there are no drums? Does that mean am I just stuck? Can't play the song? Just am frozen? Okay, let's end this poll. It's a six-way tie. Let's break this tie. And the meter is chosen mixed choir. Whoops. Okay, let me, while I think about it, 5201. Okay, here we go. It is time to etceterate.
Every live show is what we call the venue, and the venue is basically the name of the show. It's also the name of the live album we release for each show. So if you want to help us name the venue, it's really easy to do. Just type !venue with your idea. You can get pretty literal like venue, the boatyards, or more abstract like boatless in a world of water. Once we get a bunch of these ideas together, I pick 5 of them, and then you guys vote and pick your favorite before each show, and then that becomes the name of the show. So it's really easy, and I look forward to your creative venue ideas. Hi, if this is your first time watching and you came in during the music, welcome. I'm the Etc. Kid. What you just heard was a live musical improvisation, meaning I was making up the music from scratch as I went along, but I got a ton of help from you guys in chat. You guys chose all the sounds I was using, the speed of the music. I turned your names into drum rhythms that powered the song. So if you want to get involved, the easiest way to do that right away is type !drums in chat for a chance to be a drum rhythm on one of the upcoming songs. But that's only the beginning. There are many different ways to participate and share your creativity. You don't need any musical background. You get to help name all the songs we created in the show. You can help write the script of our channel's bot. We do fun community things on our Discord. So we got a lot going on. It might seem a little overwhelming at first, but if you stick around, you will figure it out super fast. So welcome to the Etceterati.
It's a dark and stormy night. You're awakened to the sounds of heavy breathing next to your face. Is it that madman who escaped from prison earlier today, or just your neighbor's friendly Saint Bernard? It's too dark to see anything, and you're afraid to move, so you lie there in the dark, paralyzed in fear, waiting for the sun to reveal your panting companion. If only you had the ETC bulb nightlight. I'm not only on the Twitch, I'm also on the Instagram, the Twitter, the Facebook, the YouTube, the Discord. Follow me there for more content like this. Thanks for those calps. Thank you. Thanks, Coffee Man, for that commission. Let me just... titles. We have Mr. Robert Angel's Lullaby, Cool Breeze and Speak to Me, Meg, Starchild Soliloquies, Dual Voices in the Vortex, Wow Wow Soda, The Voice We All Hear, and Broom 17, Children of the Stars. And I used a title from Mighty Mechamole, Endless Choirs, as a lyric. Wait, did I fix that? Oh, wait, did I fix that? No way. I don't even remember fixing that. I guess I fixed that. Wow. Oh, sorry about the drums. So when I said I took off the drums, I took them out of Tubi's brain, but I didn't take them out of the to Ableton. And I have this feature that when I create the second section of a song, it automatically switches to the next drum set, so I don't forget, or next drum loop, so I don't forget. So I always get both people's drum loops on a song. And so it did exactly what it was supposed to do. There was a drum loop there, and so it started playing the drum loop when I made the new section. That was hilarious. I got it pretty quick. I mean, I reacted pretty fast. I think it was about 2 beats worth of drums, and then I faded it out. Let's see. Wasted Heights here, Lost Elf, Little Guy Finish. Some other titles, Little Guy Finish with Following 100 Stories to a Crowd Who Lost Me. That's great. A Wasted Height, Extended Moments of Mindfulness. Mighty Mechamole, Great Minds Think Alike. Mr. Robert, Whispers of Hope. Cool Reason, Voices Fill the Room. Meg's Your Voice, My North Star. Tubi, it looks like during radio did a bunch of new Say My Names. Tubi wants to be known as Gerpel Calvrumuscu, Arborgast Chauncey, Pixel Bob, Sally Brickwood, Care Ribbert, and Jake Fitzroy. No, Tubi. You may not be any of those names, although I do have a fondness for Gerpel Calvrumuscu. I'm not sure. Calvrumuscu. Is that it? Is that right, Tubi? Gerpel Calvrumuscu. Gerpel Calvrum. Oh, it's a vroom. Gerpel Calvrumuscu. Gerpel Calvrumuscu. I get obsessed with trying to correctly pronounce names that do not exist. There's no correct pronunciation. Like that word, I'm sure it does not exist. Tubi, oh no, I actually clicked on it. Now Tubi's known as Gerpel Cal. To be or not about. I gotta Google that name. I'm sure it doesn't exist. I'm sure Tubi invented it. Yeah, there are no documents. Google has never... Tubi, it is almost impossible to do anything original anymore. You know? Every story, every song, it's already been done. It's all been done. Tubi, however, via Barney Google... Or no, that's not via Barney Google. That's 100% Tubi. Oh, let's badly this name. Let's see. I bet it makes it through. It probably makes it through, but let's see. Let's see if we badly it. I bet it's gonna make it through unscathed. I changed it a little bit. Just slightly. Let me try one more time. Let's badly it again. became Romeo Celebrates Romeo. Oh, man. Oh, that's what happens. 10 rounds of Google Translation. That's what you get. Meg says, what's it like working with a robot in a constant state of existential crisis? Tubi's probably saying the same thing. What's it like working with a human in a constant state of existential crisis? Romeo celebrates Romeo. Cobos, you say it doesn't exist, but somewhere in the universe, someone with that name sneezed. Yeah. I'm going to do one more badly. I don't think we can do better than Romeo celebrates Romeo. Let's try it. No, see, that one did the same. Sometimes. What is it about Romeo? Job black Romeo. Oh, that's so good. I got it. Sorry, I'm addicted to this. I got to do one more. What? Herpel Baldwin. The least successful of the Baldwin brothers. Herpel. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Request, we got no modes. Are we at a mode request? Is that possible? No one requested a mode? Maybe we don't have any minor modes. Let's check. I raised this one monitor. Now I can't see the other monitor. Oh, we can do Phrygian. Phrygian, it's been a while. Let's do Phrygian. Megs, it turns out Alex is just a stage name. Might explain the anger issues, yeah. So tell us, Alec, do you think you would have been more successful with the name Herpel? I mean, it's very similar to Harpo. Harpo Marx. Harpo Marx was awesome. Why can't Herpel Baldwin be just as awesome? Okay, let's end this poll. Since it's a commission, if Coffee Man Kobo voted, only their vote counts. Otherwise, it's a normal poll. And it's Megs' Starchild Soliloquies. Thank you. Thanks, Megs. Thank you. Thanks, Kobo. Thanks, everyone, for your titles. Starchild Soliloquies. Okay. This next track is going to feature Mighty Mac Mole's 100th drum fill. Sorry, I got to do one more of these. That's a good name. Grippy Calvermasagu. Grippe. Is it? You think it's Grippe? Grippe Calvermasagu. In theory, Mr. Robert, in theory, Tubi makes sure that there are no... Tubi doesn't show me titles if we already have a song with that title. In theory. It wasn't always like that. And we have a couple songs that are... We have several songs that are the number 4, I think. But yeah, I did code something that theoretically prevents duplicate venue. I think we have one duplicate venue too. Oh yes, stretch. Sorry, one more. This is the advantage of having an infinite amount of unlock credit. I can waste it doing an infinite number of Gerpel Calvrumuscu badlies. We were talking about what would could you get rid of 50 million in unlock credit? I mean, Tubi could do if I wasn't being I wouldn't be rate limited. Garple Baldwin. Once again, it's a Baldwin. We've got Herpel Baldwin and Garple Baldwin. If you want to help us with these the invented names, the Gerpel Calvrumuscu, that uses a little known bot snippet called Z. Is it Z syllable or something? What is it? What is it called? Z. Yeah, Z syllable. But it needs to be just a single syllable. It can't be a multi-syllable word. It's got to be single syllable. And Tubi randomly assembles these syllables. So you could do something like fetch. That's a single syllable. Oh, take care, Cobalt. Thanks, Coffee Man. Thank you for the thanks for the commission. Thank you. That could be a funny thing. Is we take your username and Tubi figures out where the syllables are in your username. It wouldn't be always right, but it would guess. And then it would randomly replace one of the syllables with another syllable, with a random syllable. That could be pretty funny. Because figuring out syllables is probably, it's basically you're looking for, well, no, I guess it'd be sort of tricky. Some syllables are tricky. Yeah, it'd take some trial and error to figure out how to make it work. Because it's unclear, right? Because let's say you have, the only way it'd be easy is if we didn't have, if our syllables all ended in vowels. That would make it really easy. But I just did one that had consonants. That makes it almost impossible for the bot to know where the syllables start and end. Oh, I haven't updated my schedule, and I'm realistic. I probably won't in time because I think I'm gonna. But we are not doing stories tomorrow. We're not. We're doing just a music show. I think I'm gonna not do stories for a little while. I just don't think it makes sense to do them right now. What we might do is have a goal where when we hit the goal, we'll do stories. But I think right now I need to keep all my focus on trying to make the music show work. But I still remain committed to the stories in the long term. I think it doesn't make sense right now. But I I'm not going to update my schedule. Updating a schedule is very complicated. I have to update it in literally 10 places. And I have to do graphics. It's a huge project to change the schedule. And I'm just going to wait until Sunday when we have the time change. Because then I have to change all the UTC stuff for everybody. So I'm going to wait to change the schedule. But yeah, no stories tomorrow. Let's see, drum kit time. Yeah, I am. I'm on Sunday. Megs, yeah, Sunday. I'm not gonna do anything associated with the show. Well, I might have to do tech support if the radio breaks, but yeah, it'll be the first day I haven't done anything related to the show and since my last day off. Well, maybe since, I guess I probably didn't do anything, well, when I moved. But even that was sort of related to the show. So. Okay, let's see. We got the lemon face breakbeat. Let's see, beats. First up, we got a beat for oot. Oot, zoot, zoot. Oot, zoot. Oot, zoot, zoot, zoot. Here it is. Oh, and you know what? These are supposed to be like this. I mean, that's even more intense. But all right, let's wrangle it. Let's see. Let's give it a strong 2 and 4. Let's bring some of these back just a little bit. Shape these hats. If I had more time, I'd rush through these beats. There's more things that I would do than if I had more time. Okay, now I brought them back a little too much. We want a little bit more of that. So let's pull these back so I can raise everything else. There's first beat, TheMolesRevenge. So one of the things that you'll see me do frequently, and I'm going to do it right now, is what I do is I take usually just the hats. Sometimes I do it with other sounds in the kit, and I will, the odd, so this even, odd, or on, off, depends how you want to say it. I lower those a bit so they're a little quieter. One thing I don't do, but I would do if I had more time, if I was willing to spend more time on drum loops, and if I were producing, I would do, is I would have beat 1, I would have this be the loudest often. You'd hear that one louder than anything else. I would then take these off beats and put them somewhere in between. I might sometimes raise up the 2 and the 4 so it's almost as loud as the 1. It's hard. Oh, and oops, and these have to go up here. And the other thing I would do if I was producing is I would not have perfectly timed drums. When I created the drum generator, I had planned to do some humanizing coding, and I just have never had time to do it. I still want to do it. I want to do some humanizing so that every single time the beat plays, it's slightly different, timing wise. And also velocity, the volume of different hits it would create some musical rules for how much humanization I wanted that would do various things that would and also personality of the drummer. Because basically with drums, the drummer can push the beat, or so here's something. I don't know if this is. Well, let's do something. We'll do some musical thing for a second. This is probably gonna be pretty subtle, but this is the kind of stuff I would think about if I was producing a track that is not practical time wise when I'm doing improv. But let's say let's just have this simple let's see. Let's just make it's really simple. Just the bass is going to be playing the same thing. Well, that's me boring. That's this. Okay, we're just going to have this repeated pattern on the bass. Here's the bass. So we can, like, let's say the drum, this might be too subtle, but we can shift these drums so they're a little late. And if I go too far, it starts to feel uncomfortable, right? If I'm here, this feels a little too much, right? But the thing is this is pretty off. But this is, I mean, if you listen to human beings, and especially bands that have a lot of energy that are not super technical, part of their sound that makes it sound really cool, makes it sound just turbulent and you know, on the verge of falling apart, but in an exciting way, in a dramatic way, is that the band is there's a lot of tension between the musicians of where the beat is. People are feeling the beat in different places, and even more significantly than that, often the band is not playing a steady tempo. They're not keeping it 123 beats a minute steady. They're sort of ramping up, going down. And that, when I've done production in the past, I often try to emulate things like this. I never, on this show, we usually stay at the same BPM because I've never had time to code what I want to do. But when I produce, I almost never have the BPM stay the same. And it can, sometimes it's very subtle. I might be changing the BPM just a couple beats. I might be going from 100 to 105 or 100 to 103. And there's lots of interesting things you can do to create tension and drama by thinking about, even if you're a solo producer, thinking about the personalities of the musicians, which are all you if you're a solo producer, but you can still think about the personalities of these different sounds. And one of those personality quirks is, how does someone play in relation to the beat? Do you play behind the beat? Do you play right on the beat? Do you play a little after the beat? Are you all over the place? Sometimes you're before, sometimes you're after. And all these things I'm saying, different musicians fit into those categories. And playing on the beat might seem like that's always the goal. And certainly there are genres of music where that's what you want, and there's certain instruments where you tend to want the musician to be on the beat. But the reason we have such diversity of musical sound, and the reason that different musicians sound so different from each other, even if they play the same instrument in the same genre, it's often partially in terms of this: how are they positioning themselves relative to the beat? Okay, let's see. Sorry. Jugger says you turn the beat around. I turn the beat around sometimes. But yeah, but I've long wanted to do something where I can do tempo ramping. I just haven't coded it. I know exactly what I want to do. I've known for since I had this plan before I even started doing the stream. But when I first was coding, I'd planned to do all this stuff, and I just never had time. It would really help with energy. That's one of the mistakes I think a lot of modern recording has been a real benefit in a lot of ways, but has also, I think, hindered a lot of musicians because bands often when they play they're playing with each other, and so they're not playing with a computer, and so their time is not consistent, and it's totally natural. I mean, the natural thing, if you're playing a song and you're playing the verse, is most bands increase their BPM just a little bit when they get to the chorus, assuming the chorus is sort of a little bit of amped up. And then they slow down, and it's imperceptible. You would never consciously be aware that it's happening. But unconsciously, it feels like the energy is amping up because they're just playing slightly faster. The thing is that most modern recording technique, you go into the studio and you play to a click track the whole time. And on this show, I play to a click track. I have to play to a click track. It's the only way to do looping. It's necessary. But it does mean, it's something it's a limitation in a lot of ways, and something I'd wanted to address, but I haven't had time yet. Hey, Mike, we write a song. How are you? How's it going? Chat, I'm sure almost everyone in our community has had a chance to see Make Me Write a Song, but if there's anyone here who hasn't yet, please go give him a follow. He's an amazing improviser. Are you do you have a show tonight or this weekend? Make Me Write a Song. When can chat go check you out live? But he's amazing. What he does is one of the things he does is he improvises lyrics just from things that are streaming through chat, and he'll do themes. So you can give him a sort of a concept for a lyrical thing, and he I've seen him go through the most insane concepts from chat. You can imagine Twitch chat has crazy ideas. Make Me Write a Song always makes it work. Okay, we got our beats. Check out these sounds. The anthem of the easily distracted. Ooh, a bird. And then we got that's from Room 17 from Agrochan. We got a house organ. From Cool Breeze and Cool Bluebells. But that sound has not loaded. Oops, that's not the place to do it either. Cool Bluebells. Oh, it did load. I just turned it off. Why is it turned off? Do we just randomly turning sounds off? Mr. Robert Classical Ensemble. Meg's Crush Fear in It. Little Guy Finish Air and Sweep. One technique I like using. I don't know if anyone else. I mean, I'm sure other people have done it. I've never heard anyone talking about it, but because it sounds counterintuitive, but is doing tempo ramping on a single instrument, measure to measure. So where it's something you can do things where the drummer, in the course of 4 beats, speeds up over the course of those 4 beats and then immediately slows back down. Or the reverse, the drummer drags. But I don't like that as much. I tend to like it more the drummer speeds up and then slows back down when it gets sort of back to beat 1. So that it's like the drummer is just trying to get to beat 1 and it's like, oh, I'm already at beat 1. I better slow back down. Try and get to beat 1. It can be, you can get sort of a frenetic, more punk rock kind of feel with that kind of technique. Okay, y'all pick which sound starts the improv. Oh, good night. Oh, I see moles left. Oh, G-Bill's here. Okay, let's see. Let's end this poll. As the anthem of the easy distractor. Ooh, a bird. Oh no! It's time to accelerate. Tumi really wanted to go. Okay. So I'm down in my basement, and believe it or not, I was originally planning on doing the show down here until I realized that my roommates wouldn't have been super happy with that. But it does serve as an interesting backdrop while I welcome any new folks who just came in. What you're about to hear is a live musical improvisation, meaning I'm going to make up some music from scratch on the spot. But I'll be getting a ton of help from chat. Chat will give me the sounds to use, the speed of the music. I'll be turning people's names into drum beats and drum fills. So if you want to get involved, the easiest way to do that right away is type !drums in chat for a chance to be a drum rhythm on one of the upcoming songs we do. But as soon as this song starts, if you have a creative title idea, you can suggest it with !title and the name. But that's on the beginning. There are many different ways you can participate here and share your creativity. We do fun community projects on our Discord. So I know it might seem a little overwhelming at first, but I hope you'll stick around, take a leap of faith, and you'll have everything figured out super fast. So welcome, and I look forward to meeting you.
Hey, I'm the Etc. Kid, and I'm walking with a selfie stick looking like a fool, hoping I don't trip. Also, I can tell all the new folks in chat, first off, welcome. This show can seem a little complicated at first, but if you stick around, you'll figure it out really fast. The easiest way to get involved right away is to type !drums in chat, and then I'll turn you into a rhythm on one of our upcoming songs. And there's many other things you can request. You can help name the songs we create on the show. You can help write the script of our channel's bot. We do fun community things on Discord. So there's so many ways to participate. Welcome to the Etserati. Okay, outtake. Welcome to the Etserati. There we go.
Apparently, I'm on social media. If you follow me there, you'll find highlights from the show, stripped down arrangements of old songs, poetry recitations, behind the scenes photos, portraits of Jiffy Starchild, thoughts on the creative process, and a whole lot more. Stuff like this. I dreamt that I dwelt in marble halls with vassals and serfs at my side, and of all who assembled within those walls that I was the hope and the pride. I had riches too great to count, could boast of a high ancestral name, but I also dreamt, which pleased me most, that you loved me still the same. Okay, this is an old folk song called I Wish I Was a Mole. I wish I was a mole in the ground. I wish I was a mole in the ground. 'Cause if I was a mole, I'd root that mountain down. I wish I was a mole in the ground. I wish I was a mole in the ground. Thank you, everyone. Thanks. Titles: eveolo, Utopian Tales of Tragedy, Mr. Robert, In the Blink of an Eye, Room 17, Shadows, Whisper to Me, Duel, Midnight Renegade, Wow Wow Soda, Somehow, and Kampai. Hey, Kampai is here with Be Him. Wait, did Tubi disappear? Yep. Huh. Interesting. Test. Script engine. You know, maybe it automatically Oh, I guess it automatically is restarting the script engine when it crashes. Do I still get notified? Oh, it was 7 minutes ago. 7 minutes though. So Tubi's been gone for 7 minutes. Again, this is something that I'm going to be fixing. I just haven't had time. Enable. Tubi, let's bring you back. Tubi's about to spam. Hey, Tanny Flufflebutt's here. Skybourgeois Z. Autodet. There's Tubi. Okay, let me shout out a few more titles that I missed. Ogro-chan with Broombox. Tubi with Well, you get 2. Little Guy finished. Who knew breaking into a cathedral would be so hard? Cool Reason, a garrulous pigeon. Eveolo, exercising exclusivity. Oh, missing mode again? Does that mean we have to do Locrian? Is that our only option? So we gotta do Locrian? Yeah, that's the only option. Guess we're doing Locrian. There were no other requests. It was Phrygian and Locrian, that was it. Okay, let's see. Send this poll. It is Utopian Tales of Tragedy. Eveolo is named it. Thanks, Eveolo. Utopian Tales of Tragedy. Okay. This next track is going to feature Ogro-chan's Fifth Sound. Oh, well, that did that right. Oh, that's good. Did something right. Zero out. Okay, drum kit from Little Guy finished. We got Neo Soul Kit. And our first beat is One More Day Till the Weekend. Oh, and a donation from Eveolo. Eveolo says, let's get some stuff. Enjoy. Thanks, Eveolo. Thank you. Oh, and Eveolo, you get to be doubled up, too. We still one more double, right? Thanks, Eveolo. Thank you. We'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do the beat, and then whoops, and then we'll do this stuff. We'll do the beat first. Get this done. Thanks so much, Eveolo. Thank you. There it is. First beat, and then dual. We got our beats. Okay, let's see. Rewards. What should we do? Let's see. I think it's time for a house. We haven't done a house in a while. Okay, if you want to run the reward command, you can get a house for your stuff. Broom's got a Southern Eye house in Montgomery, Alabama, constructed out of T-shirts. In 1930, appraised at 76 cents. It was designed by the pink designer Macintosh Carnegie. Wow, also got an RV in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, constructed out of glass. In 1952, appraised at. That'd be pretty scary to be driving a vehicle constructed out of glass. Appraised at $60,000, was designed by the lavender designer Coag Dexter. Scarborough got a pyramid in Hangzhou, China, constructed out of oranges in 1930. Appraised at 53 cents, was designed by the electric blue engineer Habmoost Ernest. Coolbarizi got a split-level house in Haiti, constructed out of pocket lint. In 1915, appraised at $110,000. Your next-door neighbor, Shady McGuire, can't wait to meet you. Eveolo got a tent in Shizuoka, Japan, built out of polyester. In 2002, appraised at $97,000. The realtor described the property as quite square. Meg's got a Peel Tower. What's a Peel Tower? In Campinas, Brazil, constructed out of the walls of the damned. In 883 AD, appraised at $51,000, was previously owned by Banana Dangerous. Oh, Mr. Robert got a Gistarden house in Nanjing, China, constructed out of napkins. In 1959, appraised at $194,000. It was recently featured in the Pastel Journal. Audette got a stilt house in Carrollton, Texas, built out of the bones of your ancestors. In 1705, appraised at $99,000. It was designed by the musically gifted designer Bob Bow Bunny. Danny McFlufflebutt got a houseboat in Kazakhstan constructed out of oatmeal. In 1794, appraised at $429,000. Was recently featured in Truckin' magazine. Duel got a treehouse in Huntsville, Alabama, built out of failure. Wow. In 1947, appraised at $45.45, was designed by the almost invisible architect Edgar Allan Buzz Killington Esquire. Kampai got an apartment in Togo constructed out of sweet green relish in 1930, appraised at $41,000. The realtor described the property as quite somewhat slimy. Yeah, if it was made out of relish, quite somewhat? How can something be quite somewhat? Quite somewhat. Passionately middle of the road. Q Square, a house barn in Lucknow, India. Constructed out of crab apples in 618 BC, appraised at $94,000. The realtor described the property as somewhat whispering. And Chugger got a sod house in Changsha, China, constructed out of moldy bread in 1970, appraised at $504,000. Made out of moldy bread. It was designed by the glowy designer Filbert Frotherton. I mispronounced that. Excuse me, Filbert. Filbert Fotherington. There we go. Fotherington. The key is to have lots of, what is it? Aspirant? Fotherington. Is that how you sound upper class? You just put lots of air into your words? Fotherington. Hey, Q Square and Beanerino. Okay, y'all pick which. Oh, I didn't play the sounds yet. Whoops. Let me play them first. Hollow Bass from Ogro-chan. This is not Tetris, honestly, from CalamityVayne. Irish, maybe. And Kuberis and Bluegrass Banjo. Check it with Aggro Axe. Eveolo Vocal Pad Dark Mod Wheel. Oh, wow, so it is Simple Saw. Or is that what old fashioned? How I want to learn how to do the old fashioned news broadcaster. This week, your news this week. A penguin escaped from the zoo. The entire Manhattan Police Department was sent into the city to find said penguin. Okay, I was supposed to do the poll. Bot screens. Where is it? Bot Jumbotron list. Oh, what's that? There's this sports broadcaster that I like his voice a lot. I want to do. What's his name? This is. What was his name? Howard Cosell, yeah. I can't do it, but he's got this. I can't figure it out. This is Howard Cosell. So he's got sort of this. This is Howard Cosell, and today is going to be quite a dramatic match. I think he mainly did football and boxing, right? This is Howard Cosell. Howard Cosell. And Howard Cosell liked to use big words like gargantuan and gigantic. Gladiators of the gridiron. Okay. Let's see. Howard Cosell. Hey, Socks. Yeah, Howard Cosell. Yeah, Muhammad Ali. Yep. He and Socks with an 11-month sub. This is only one more month till it'll be a year of sub. Oh, did Tubi disappear again? What is going on with Tubi? I mean, what I should do is figure out why Tubi's crashing, but instead what I'm going to do is just make it so when Tubi crashes, it starts up again. I don't have time to figure out, well, I'm going to do some logging to try to figure it out. I've also drastically improved how I can log scripts. There's Tubi. Okay, let's end this poll. Socks, there is a daily double. There is, yes. One double left. One double left. Okay, let's break this tie. And it's the aggro axe. Aggro axe. Buggington. Let's do a song. We're almost ready for a song. Let's do a song. Yeah. Here we go. Time to we'll do Buggington after the song. Time to etceterate. You might have noticed that our bot, To Be or Not to Bot, aka Tubi, is quite an active part of our channel. And that's because y'all can help write what it says. We call it bot talk, and there's a lot of different things you can do with it. An easy way to get started is with !bot space random. And using that command, you can submit a random thing for Tubi to say at some point during a future show. If you want to dig deeper into bot talk, there's variables, option sets, multi-part messages, and more. It's just another way you can share your creativity with our community. I'll be back live in just a moment. My present day self is running around behind me doing some post-song stuff. In the meantime, if this is your first time watching, welcome. I'm ETC Kid, aka the Etc. Kid. The music you just watched was improvised from scratch, but I got a lot of help from chat. Just before the song, they chose the sounds I was using, the speed of the music. I turned people's names into drum rhythms. So there are many ways you can participate. The easiest way to get involved right away is to type !drums for a chance to be a rhythm on an upcoming song. You can also name the songs we create here, help write what our bot Tubi says, and we have fun community projects on our Discord. So we've got a lot going on. It might seem a little overwhelming at first, but if you take a leap of faith, you'll have everything figured out super fast. So welcome. I look forward to meeting you in chat. If you've been enjoying the music today, we actually release every live show as a live album on Bandcamp. None of the talk, just the music. There's liner notes with credits for everyone who made requests on the songs or named one of the songs. You can pre-order it at any point during the show. Or if you feel like you might want a lot of the shows we're doing, you can become a Bandcamp sub. And as a Bandcamp sub, you can download every new album we release, which at this point is about this many albums a month or more. Not only that, as an added bonus, you can download a certain number of albums from the archives. So let me know if you have any questions about how it works, and know that this is one of the best ways to support what we're doing here. Things move pretty fast in ETC world, but you can keep up on everything on the Instagram, the Twitter, the Facebook, the YouTube, the Discord. You'll find fun content like what you're about to see. Thanks for those Calb's titles. We got Broom 17 Monster of Ceremonies, Tandy with Drop the Banjo Hammer, eveolo, Who Band Joe, and Dual Hypnotoads Day Out. Oh, and a huge donation from Socks. Thanks, Socks. Thank you. Let me W up. Socks is parentheses. I'm getting a commission with this. Are you ready for the commission, Socks? If you're, we could do, if you're not quite ready, we could buy some time. Oh, you're ready. You're ready to go. You are ready to go. Okay. Okay, let's process this commission. Oh, and Brooms, what's the Buggington chapter? Or does anyone know? Is it 31? 31. Wait, Tubi and Mac MIDI are not running. Yeah. Tubi's still messing up with lights? Yeah. But Tubi is putting them on screen, right? There it goes. Okay, let's end this poll. Drop the Banjo Hammer. That's from Tandy McFufflebutt. Drop the Banjo Hammer. Okay, we're gonna do this commission from Socks. Hey, Nicholas Rage is here. Sucks says this is another one of the commissions where I had no idea what I was putting together. Okay, melody. Yeah, D flat. And it's feel. Our drum kit on this track is the down tempo kit. And our first beat is for Saunter. It's Saunter. First beat, and then meander. Oh, you want 12/8? Yeah, we can do 12/8. Okay, saunter. It says first beat in the meander. There it is, our beats, sounds, and when the drum fills, there's stroll, amble, wander, walk, mosey, perambulate, ramble, drift, promenade, breather. For sounds from, we got city underground information. And then Iris, Orchid's niece. Atmospheric twinkling. Classic Wurlitzer. I gotta play Wurlitzer once at a studio. It's pretty awesome. If I can only choose one, I'd have a Rhodes, but James and like Mr. Brown. I don't think I've ever played a real clavinet though. I don't think I have. There's James and like Mr. Brown and Lily Tulip's cousin. Okay, y'all pick. Since the commission, if Sox votes, only Sox vote counts. Otherwise, it's a normal poll. Oh, Buggington. Right. Yeah, we'll do Buggington. We'll do Buggington before the song. I did fix it, Sox. Yeah, I fixed it. Yeah, let's do Buggington before I. That is if Discord will open. Discord, I routinely have to reinstall Discord. I don't have to do that with any other app, but Discord will just stop working. It won't open anymore. Usually after updates. Usually an update will kill it, and the only thing to do is to delete it and reinstall it. But this has happened so on multiple computers. Weird. I don't think it's only happened on Mac. I don't think that's happened on PC. Yeah, I can't open Discord. Wow, this is a huge issue. We might not be able to do it. I guess I could try to open on the second computer. See if I got two-factor, which makes things a little tricky. Yeah, it's not loading there either. Are other folks able to get into your Discord right now? Well, the issue is I have two-factor authentication, so I'm gonna have to take the phone off of camera 3, and it's just gonna be a bit of a process. Yeah. But it might work on the PC. It's still load. Still, the PC's having trouble there. Do we have it? Now the question is, can I see it? The PC monitor is the furthest monitor. Chapter 31. Okay, that works. That works. I can't see y'all. I can't see chat. I've made this window huge so I can read it. Okay, if you've never seen this before, this is a novel that our community is writing. It's our second novel. It's an improvisational novel. The idea being it's written by a lot of different people simultaneously, so you can't plan far ahead. You have to be flexible. You can only write a few sentences before you have to wait for someone else. Oh yeah, I was zooming that way. The issue is that if you zoom in too much, it makes the margin where you read really small, so you only have a few words on a line. And we talked about this a couple of shows ago. Which I had learned, I didn't know, but I can do the inspector and change the font size and stuff there. But that's gonna be very difficult from this far away. But I've got it so I can read it now. So I've been reading a chapter at a time, and I'm currently reading what chat wrote back in November. So this is chapter 31. Chapter 31, the plot. The plot continues. Doug, seriously, are you okay? Anna asked, seeming legitimately concerned about her friend's sudden flop. Doug, who was still laughing softly to himself and staring slightly over her head, was startled by the increase of intensity in her tone and blinked. As he blinks, one of his eyelashes falls off. When he blinks again, another falls, then another, then another. Finally, Doug is eyelashless. He blinks twice again, and they're suddenly back where they should be. That was weird. He stands up, seeming fine, and walks over to the door. Anna grabs his hand and pulls him to look at her in the eyes. After we drop off the mimic, we're going to see someone about your recent episodes, okay? Widening her eyes slightly, to which Doug nods and smiles. Then the two walk off the ship together. Well, this is where I must leave you, the now amorphous Fizzy bowed to the duo. And so the mimic returned to its home world where their people needed them. Great, now what? Doug asked. Now, Anna responded, we bring you to a qualified medical professional. Doug starts shaking and singing a blues. I don't need no doctor, 'cause I know what's ailing me. Let me take you to a doctor. I know he's also a koala. I'd rather see Dr. Feelgood, Doug sighs, or even Dr. Robert. Dr. Feelgood doesn't feel good, and Dr. Robert isn't a real doctor, Anna told him. Dr. Koala is your best choice. Doug falls to the ground and starts spasming while shouting in Creole, hey now, grease, grease, gumbo, yeah, yeah. Anna quickly scooped him up off the ground, impressed that she could lift him. It was at that moment that she realized that she couldn't, and dropped him back down onto his face. Sorry, she exclaimed afterwards. Doug continues to spasm and shout. Cow, cow, hoo, cow, cow, wanna dip a doo, chicken on a chicka, chicka, oh, the hubba. Hey, fry, chugga, lucka, wanna jubba, high, low, nay, wanna dubba, hubba. Day down, some wanna jigga, wah, del, ron, I wanna lubba, hubba, muller, mound, chicka, lubba, dubba. Fay down, I wanna dippa, zippa, dippa. Do that again, bow, bow, bow. Anna rolled her eyes, looking for something to cover his mouth. You know, if we weren't in this weird of a situation, I'd knock you out cold and drag you back to the ship. Doug stared at her for a moment, then continued on his weird tirade. Anna sighed and dragged him slowly to the ship, quickly apologizing every time his head hit against something, which was most assuredly a few times. Nearby, a plant sarcastically questioned Rock. So those two managed to help you escape from the Notabots, Fizzy? The Rock shrugged itself. I know, they don't seem like much, but give them a chance, Poppy. I really think those kids are going places. Poppy sighed. Whatever. Oh, look, they're leaving. And she was right. The ship was off to the nearest affordable doctor 3 galaxies away. That takes us to chapter 32, a point meant. A point meant. Awesome. Let me make a note, chapter 32. Whoops. Okay, let's do it. Time for Sox's commission. Oh, yes, thanks, Evel. Thank you, yeah. Here we go. Time to etceterate. Whoops, I jumped the gun. Oh, I forgot to end the poll. I should have ended the poll before I did the story. Oh, well. Find title inspiration. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's end this poll. And it's atmospheric twinkling. Atmospheric twinkling. Okay, let's do it. Here we go. Time to etceterate. So I'm down in my basement, and believe it or not, I was originally planning on doing the show down here until I realized that my roommates wouldn't have been super happy with that. But it does serve as an interesting backdrop while I welcome any new folks who just came in. What you're about to hear is a live musical improvisation, meaning I'm going to make up some music from scratch on the spot. But I'll be getting a ton of help from chat. Chat will give me the sounds to use, the speed of the music. I'll be turning people's names into drum beats and drum fills. So if you want to get involved, the easiest way to do that right away is type !drums in chat for a chance to be a drum rhythm on one of the upcoming songs we do. But as soon as this song starts, if you have a creative title idea, you can suggest it with !title and the name. But that's on the beginning. There are many different ways you can participate here and share your creativity. We do fun community projects on our Discord. So I know it might seem a little overwhelming at first, but I hope you'll stick around, take a leap of faith, and you'll have everything figured out super fast. So welcome, and I look forward to meeting you.
Hi, if this is your first time watching, welcome. I'm the Etc. Kid. What you just heard was improvised entirely from scratch, meaning I was making it up as I went along, but I got a ton of help from chat. Chat shows all the sounds I was using, the speed of the music, the drum rhythms were generated from people's usernames. So if you want to get involved, the easiest way to do that right away is type !drums in chat for a chance to be a drum rhythm on an upcoming song. But that's only the beginning. There's many different ways to participate and share your creativity. You can help name all the songs we created in the show. You can help write the script of our channel's bot. We have fun community projects on our Discord. So it might seem a little overwhelming at first. We got a lot going on, but if you stick around, you'll have it all figured out super fast. So welcome to the Etceterati.
So it took me a while, but I've finally jumped on the social media bandwagon. You'll find me on some new up-and-coming platforms like Friendster and MySpace. I just created a new Vine account. I post highlights from the show on there, old songs, poetry recitations, behind-the-scene photos, content like this. So we've got 2 shows left in the Oakland studio. I thought I'd give you a quick tour so you can see where I've been for the last 3 years. Okay, here's the storage area and also my collection of empty boxes. And then you can sort of see how the studio is a room built within this bigger room. Oh, there's Jiffy. Hey, Jiffy. Here's our big studio door. We've got 2 doors. There's the studio. And then we have our, this is sort of the kitchen area, and sometimes I work out here. But yeah, there's the studio. I hope to see you tonight and tomorrow in chat, and then I'm gonna be away for about a week, and I'll be back on the air on September 3rd at the new location. This is part of my uncover of the old American folk song, I've Been Working on the Railroad. Thank you. Thanks everyone, thank you, Socks. Titles, Skyborg YZ, Never Too Late. Hug Queen of the Unison, Megs, I Wonder Where You Begin. Tandy McFufflebutt, When This Life Just Won't Do. Eveolo, Mixed Emotions, and Room 17, Green. Hey, Agro's here. Alpine Agro has gifted a sub to Lexdesia. 19th gifted sub for Alpine Agro, thank you. And then a 20th gifted sub from Alpine Agro to Valerie. Thank you. Oh, and another donation from Socks. Thank you, Socks. Socks says yes, period, thank you. Thank you, Socks. Thanks for the lovely commission. And a donation from Q Square. Thanks, Q Square. Q Square says hashtag download. Yeah, thank you. Hey, Redeemer Spawn's here. You New Balance. Your buddy's here. Queen LD, hey you, welcome. Soft, quiet, and aggressive. You need to tell me that next time, and I'll try to do it. I'll try to do soft, quiet, and aggressive. Yeah, tell me next time. I mean, I suppose you sort of told me because you gave me Lily, and you gave me that bass. Oh, the title badly. Oh, okay. Some other titles. Megs, I Tried to Say Goodbye. Hugs, Queen LD. Freedom Ring. Hey You, Normal Zeros. Socks, If I Had a House Cat. Pierre, this soft, quiet, and aggressive track features Socks. Coolberries and Monochromatic Shirt Guy plays sad songs for you. Tanny McFufflebud, Emotions in Song. Eveolo, Some Midnight Moody Melodies. Room 17, Just Wait. Silas says, I don't want to give you directions. Feels a bit like cheating. Hi Joe, would you interpret the fill names and sound choices? It's so much, there's such a massive impact on first sound, you know? If because it was Atmospheric Twinkling, that really sent me in one direction. If you'd had me start with City Underground or Lily, it would have been a much more intense, I would have gone in a more intense direction. But as soon as you have those pads, it just sets this mood, you know? And because I had those pads, what did I do next? I did the Wurlitzer. And so I sort of built up this atmosphere, and then I started introducing in the synths, the leads and stuff. Oh, and another, look at that. Alpine Aggro with some more gifted subs to Redeemer Spawn and Unity Balance. Thanks, Alpine Aggro, thank you. Sauce says, I love when Lily gets dropped into a song and doesn't start things. We get a follow from Fabian02. Thank you. Thanks for that follow. Let's end this poll. So if Socks votes, only Socks' vote counts. Otherwise, it's a normal poll. And it's When This Life Just Won't Do. Tandy McFlufflebutt has named it. Thank you, Tandy. Thanks, everyone, for your titles. Thank you, Socks. I brought those in a little louder than I had intended. The problem was I'd faded all this stuff out, and I couldn't remember where I had things in the mix, but I wanted to all come back at once. It was a little more dramatic than I intended. A little more dramatic. Whoops. Okay, let's see. Oh, Socks is a new sound. Let's check it out. You also have what is it? FPK? Where was it? FPK. FPK. Oh man. I think I fixed Encore. Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, it's there. Yeah, Unity Bounce. We're why did that not get reset? Yeah, Barn and Encore we're ending, but if there's an Encore, we'll do another. But I'm starting to wind down. Yeah, that was a Dale. Yeah, that was a featured sound, Socks. Yeah. Our show is live tonight from Pachyderm Dreams. Oh, speaking of, we only have 8 venues submitted, 8 album titles for tomorrow's album. Only 8. Can we get some more for tomorrow's album? Here's the link. Whoops. So this cover, this was actually for an advertisement in I think it was, I forget, maybe the late 1800s, early 1900s, for a olive oil company. But it's going to be our album cover. Here's the album. So we need some more album titles for this. Oh yeah, so thank you, Max, for the reminder. Yeah, no storytelling tomorrow. I'm going to put storytelling on hold for the near future. I still am committed to it in the long term, but I think it just doesn't make sense right now to do it. We'll make it a goal, so if we hit a goal, we can certainly do it, but I'm not going to update the schedule because I have to update it anyways on Saturday. I mean on Sunday with the time change, and it's a big project to do a schedule change because I have to do it and I have to create new graphics. I have to do it on like multiple websites. It's a project, so I don't want to do it twice in 3 days. So unfortunately, I'm not going to have the schedule updated on screen, but just know that no storytelling and normal time music show tomorrow. Oh, and did I not say our songs? Whoops. Oh, it's okay. Okay, let's do our thank yous. Our superstar mods tonight. We had Allegra, Buddy, Cool Reason, Dom, Megs, Lost Elf, and Tubi. We had donations. Wow, from Socks, thank you. Cobalt, thank you. Eveolo, thank you. Megs, Q Squared, thank you. We had a cheer from Wow IK, thank you. We had a bunch of gifted subs from Agro Viking to Exdesia, Redeemer Spawn, Unity of Balance, Valerie, 11 months for Socks, 15 for Sam. Thank you. Thanks to all our lurkers and chatters. Now it's time for the shout out. These names you see on screen either named our current tour, named our venue, named one of our songs, and made a request on one of the songs. Some of these names I'll say differently than you see on screen. It's because I'm honoring their Say My Name request. We featured Alpine Agro, Broom 17, CalamityVayne, Chugger, Coffee Man, Klubal Reason, Don Blues, Duel, Douglas, Fillmore, Evelo, Kid F58, Lil Guy Finish, Lost Elf, Marco Blue, Megs, Mighty Mecha Mole, Mr. Robert, Neighborhood Watch, Nato Egger, Ogro Chan, Pierre Socks, Tanny McFufflebot, 2B, Wow IK, Wow Soda. Let's roll these subcredits. Whoops. Let's find someone to raid. We rated him before? Oh yeah, we've rated him before. Oh, we gotta rate. He's not on very often, or when he is, I don't see him very often. But he's got just a gorgeous voice. A gorgeous voice. I always like to rate him so I can listen to his voice. Gorgeous singing voice. We're gonna raid the wonderful Spence Elliott. Thanks everyone for hanging out, spending this Friday night with us. Hope to see y'all soon. If not tomorrow, then next Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. I might do the cover show next Sunday. Not tomorrow, not this Sunday, but the next one. We'll see. Thinking about doing that. Okay. Thanks everyone. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Have a wonderful whatever comes next. I'll see you soon. Okay. Take care.